Hello guys and dolls, and welcome back for another Food Diary Friday video. I just uploaded my monthly favorites and I was getting so frustrated at my computer because the Wi-Fi is so slow that my makeup is like sweating off. It's so hot in London. Because I'm on the go, I thought I'd show you kind of how I eat when I have to eat out for all my meals, and all of the things that I'm going to show you can be replicated at home easily or bought more cheaply from shopping markets. This is just a very crazy week, and in between all of the events and stuff that are happening, I'm writing for my book, which is still going ahead. I know I haven't really talked much about it. Publishing is such a long process, but I was on a chapter and I was talking about binge eating, so I thought, why not discuss this in a video? I get asked all the time by you guys who struggle with just reaching to food for comfort, or people who have full-blown binge eating disorder like I used to have. But things are so much better now. Now I listen to my body and I don't as often eat when I'm just bored. I eat very regularly and stuff. So yeah, I'll just do the food diary part and just keep note of how regularly I eat and how much I eat and stuff, and then we'll talk about a little bit of advice. So, yeah. My breakfast was from Pret-a-Manger. Pret-a-Manger is how I pronounce that, but I always hear all the English people go, Pret-a-Manger, and I think it's so funny. I got their high fiber muffin, which has loads of like seeds and all sorts of things. It was either this or a chocolate croissant, and I almost got the chocolate croissant, but I knew that if I got this, I would be fuller for longer, and I had a banana too, so that was really filling and satisfying and sweet. I love having sweet things in the mornings. Because I'm staying right next to King's Cross station, there's a Pret-a-Manger in there, so I also got my lunch in there because yesterday all day I was writing. This video is not sponsored by Pret. I wish it was. Just love it. I got one of their salad bowl thingies and a coconut yogurt and a coffee. The salad was so good. It had loads of superfood stuff in it like quinoa and seeds. It had squash, it had beets, it had feta cheese, and I love feta cheese. Cheese. Lots of kale in there and a really nice dressing. So much satisfying nutrition in that bowl, and it was really tasty as well. And I always have something a little more sweet following lunch, and I opted for a coconut yogurt, so it's dairy free, but it's made from coconut, which is very healthy for you. On the top it had little bits of cacao, which is so high in nutrients. It's like the original version of chocolate or something like that, and then it had little coconut flake things too. My coffee was a soya cappuccino. That's what I always order, and if they offer me chocolate sprinkles, I say yes, I want chocolate sprinkles. Do I look crazy? All of the chocolate, please. In the afternoon I fancied a snack, which again was from Pret-a-Manger, and I got dark chocolate corn cakes, which are really nice. I prefer them to rice cakes actually. And I got a green goddess juice, which just has lots of goodness in there, really refreshing, really easy to drink for a green juice, because a lot of green juices I can't handle, but this one is a perfect balance between like the veg and the fruit. Then for dinner I had to eat out again, and there was a local Italian restaurant, and I met up with a friend for the dinner, but we really wanted pasta, and I blame YouTuber Mark Ferris for my urge for a tomato kind of what is it called? Ravioli, that's the one. He has a recipe if you want to make this kind of thing at home, which I'll link in the description box, and he's also just a brilliant YouTuber, so definitely check him out. But yeah, he gave me this craving, so I was like, yeah, going to an Italian. I ordered everything that I wanted off the menu pretty much. For a starter, I got a trio of tomato, avocado, and mozzarella, and the waiter put some olive oil and stuff on the top of that. And then I shared a basket of this pizza bread, it's called. It's basically like the base of a pizza, but it had olive oil and herbs and stuff, and I had a couple of those and I ate that with my starter. I ordered red wine too, because that's what the Italians do when they have their dinner, and I do love a glass of wine in the evening. It's just really nice and relaxing, and I love the taste of wine a lot. I am Irish, you all know I love a drink. For the dinner I ordered a ravioli stuffed with like spinach and cheese, and then it had a gorgeous tomato sauce drenched all over it, and the waiter put some fresh parmesan on too. I got a side salad too because I need some veg in there, but this had so much rocket in it. I don't like rocket. It's the one leaf that I hate. It's really spicy and peppery, and I was hoping it would be like spinach or just normal leaves like lamb's lettuce or something, but no, so I just forced it down. has to be done. I know a lot of you might be thinking that that is a lot of food, and bear in mind, I am not a skinny person. I know I'm not a thin, skinny, mini person. I'm a UK size 12 and I am 10.5-ish stone. I'm very happy to not look like anyone else. I look exactly like me and I feel happy, I feel healthy, and I can get away with eating quite a lot within a day. And this wasn't a particularly bad day. I just had quite a lot of heavy, rich food. My number one tip on stopping binge eating and getting over the whole cycle of restrict, then binge, then restrict, then eat everything, and then try and get it off again. Like, I gave up dieting. I stopped dieting, going on diets, cutting things out, telling myself I can only have this, that, and the other, counting up my calories and stuff like that. I really wanted to learn how to eat intuitively, right? So just eat when I'm hungry, eat what I want when I'm hungry, and I wanted to want healthy food as well. So I found lots of things that aren't total junk that I do enjoy, and I kind of focused on those foods for a while, and I kept, you know, I used to write down everything I ate all the time. I kept doing that for a while. I haven't been doing that in a long time because I weaned off it. When you start telling yourself that you can just have something if you want it, your life changes. You just become so much happier and able to concentrate on other things that matter, and hobbies like writing and like just doing fun stuff with your friends. Food tastes good, it's enjoyable, and it should be enjoyed. It's one of the great pleasures in life. Oftentimes when we binge, we are looking to eat a huge amount of food because it releases an opioid in our brain, and you know, the hormones and all that kind of stuff that makes us feel good. It's often not out of hunger, it's often out of looking to fill a hole, oftentimes when we're stressed. So managing stress and stuff like that, getting enough sleep, all those things do come into managing binge eating. But if you set up a regular kind of food schedule, so eating often throughout the day, and just stop measuring things. At first, you may start eating a lot more than you have been if you've been on strict, ridiculous diets for a while, but this measures out, balances out over time. And I did gain a bunch of weight when I stopped, you know, being obsessive over my food consumption, but I went to my natural weight. My body has a natural weight set point, just like everybody's figure and body does. And I'm healthy now, and I'm balanced now, and my weight doesn't yo-yo as much anymore. And the only way it yo-yos now is if my exercise routine changes, which it does because I'm busy and I have a weird lifestyle. This YouTubing is a weird old job. The whole mentality of, I really, really, really want a chocolate bar, but I can't because if I do that, that's bad. And separating foods into good food and bad food, it's so unhealthy. And all you're going to want to do is eat a chocolate bar, and you're going to obsess over it. And then you're not going to for 3 days. And then you'll reach a breaking point and eat 10 chocolate bars. That's the way binge eating disorder works, oftentimes. Whereas I find that if, say, I'm eating out and I really want something, like say if I don't want a salad and I really want a sandwich, I'll just get a sandwich. I used to go through a phase where I'd cut out meat and animal products, or I'd cut out bread and carbs and, you know, our fats, low fat diets. Blah. You need all of these food groups, and obviously it's better to get them from natural whole foods, unprocessed foods. That's the best. But all you can do by the day is to do your best, and each day is a new day, a clean break to do better, and never think that, oh well, I've binged now so the rest of the day is screwed, or oh, I ate really bad for breakfast or lunch so now I have to eat a really bad dinner. Those kind of words and terms and that kind of thinking is not healthy, and they're the kinds of things you need to just make baby steps to change them over time so that you're just more balanced and thinking healthfully. It's okay to have 1 or 2 days a week where you might indulge more as well, that's okay. But the way I like to do it is to just kind of have something I really, really want every single day. So for this day, for example, I really wanted a heavy Italian meal in a restaurant. Some days it might be a big old slice of chocolate cake and I'll have it. It makes me happy and it keeps me healthy, because then, you know, I'll be more likely to want to eat, you know, fruit and vegetables and all the things that my body actually needs and wants. I learned to listen to my body now, so I know when I'm lacking in something, and I know that I'll need it because my body and brain will just drive me toward that thing. But yeah, I'm waffling now. But I hope you liked this video. Give it a thumbs up for Food Diary Fridays, so I'll do them every week. Leave a comment with what you ate today, and I am going to go and write some more. So see you next week, or in my next video. Watch my other videos too. Bye guys.